Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to play with some things that I either ordered, picked up from the drugstore, or received in my monthly subscription boxes from November. So we got a very fall vibes. I know it's almost Christmas, but we used it and we had fun. Now you guys, before we jump into it, if you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below, hit the bell for notifications of new videos, and if you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. But you guys, if you want to see what products I use to get this look, just keep watching. Okay, I have some things that I picked up. One I ordered and it's been a minute since I received it, but I'm gonna explain what happened here in a minute, as well as some subscription items and drugstore stuff. So I picked those up and figured we would try them out together. Okay, this is the Anastasia Rose Metals palette, and I don't want to flip it up too much because I feel some sort of way about it, because this is the second purchase I've made straight from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and the palette has been shattered. Just this shade right here is dusted everywhere. I've tried to push it back in there. I even contacted them with no response. So I feel some sort of way. And then there's some that look like they're about to come out of the pan. But I also, since they didn't want to interact with me and respond, I figured I would press them back in, and if I want to pick up an Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, I'll just go to Sephora, because then I can see if they'll let me open it in store and make sure it's not shattered. But I'm not having them shipped to me again. This is the second palette in a row. So the last one that they released, I can't remember the name of it, it shattered and they replaced it, but even then it was still, it happens. But when it happened this time, I was just kind of like, okay, maybe they're different. Maybe they're different quality. So I'm just not going to order it from online. I do want to, make the disclaimer. I do like Anastasia Beverly Hills makeup, eyeshadow palettes, but I didn't like the customer service, just because I don't think palettes should shatter in shipping. Anyways, I do like the color story on this. It is really pretty. I'm trying not to, I don't want this one to fall out, even though I pressed it back in. I just don't want it to fall anywhere. So I am gonna go ahead and swatch some of these shimmers. They are really pretty. I really like this one, Haze, but I did just do an all green eye. So I might end up sticking with the mauvey pinks or a brown shade. We'll see. We have some options. Okay, so these four are all in the top row and very fall vibes. I'm kind of bummed I didn't use it when I first got it, but I was really hoping that this would resolve itself. This first shade is Royal, and it's kind of a suede, but it does have flakes of gold and purple glitter in it. Then you have Haze, and that shade is so buttery smooth. I love this minty sage shade. Then you have Rose Fire. I don't know, I kind of want to use Royal and this one. Those two would be beautiful together. And then Nova. Oh, look at that. Those shades are stunning. All right, so we'll swatch them right there. Ooh. Look at that. Okay, so for the bottom row, this shade is Heavenly. It's kind of a minty green. It leans gold though. Then you have Element, and this is kind of like a suede brown. And then Nocturne. That shade is absolutely stunning. I think this one and Rose Fire would be really pretty together. But like I said, I did just do an all green eye with the Natasha Denona palette. All right, so. Ooh. Yeah, I think I want to use Rose Fire and Royal. Okay, looking at the color story, I think I'm going to keep it pretty brown neutral. so I can use the shade Royal and Rosefire. And even then, Rosefire, when I looked at it closer, and I'm disappointed I didn't do it when I was swatching, has the most interesting shift. When I go to use it, because I'll swatch it on my fingers, I'll explain to you what I'm seeing, but it was actually quite interesting. I'm gonna go into the shade Sun Rose. And you guys, I went back and I smashed and pressed Rosefire back in there because I really want it to stay. This is just going to be on a fluffy crease brush. I'm picking it up slightly for the crease. Just slightly in the outer corner. Now I'm going to go into the shade Noble. And first I'm going to pick it up on my fluffy crease brush, but then I'm going to pack it on with a compacted smudge. Now it's switching over. And this is the prettiest like milk chocolate brown. You guys, I finally switched out my holiday pictures. I wasn't really here last week. I went home to Indiana for family. We'll just put it that way. And I flew back right before Thanksgiving, so I didn't end up putting up any of my holiday decorations or putting anything out, which we're gonna do tonight. We're gonna put the Christmas tree up. I actually bought a whole bunch of new stuff to decorate with, so I think I might actually bring you along for decorating the house. House, downstairs, tree, something. But I haven't bought a new tree in years. I've done a fresh tree. The cat likes to chew on it, so I'm going back to a faux tree. It is what it is. Ooh, I like that shade. I'm gonna put a little bit of Sun Rose just on the outside right here. I'm gonna go into the shade Royal. This one I'm just gonna pick up on my middle finger and place it right here in the center. Shade is stunning. Now I'm gonna go into the shade Rose Fire. You guys, this shade is absolutely stunning. It's kind of like a orange to pinky, like red. I don't know. It's so beautiful. I guess it's in the name, right? I'm just gonna pick up on a dry brush to kind of finesse the inner corner. This picks up so nicely on a brush. I'm gonna go back into Noble on the smudge brush, just push it forward. Okay, let me do this eye, and I'll be back for some face products. Okay, so I picked up a couple items from the drugstore, and I wanted to try them out. This is the L'Oreal Age Perfect Radiant Serum Foundation. This is in shade 70 Sand. First off, I'm 38 years old. I get asked a lot how old I am, and people don't always think I'm as old as I am. I guess that's a good thing, but as I get older, I have to be more cognizant of the foundations, concealers, any of that type of stuff, because if it gets too cakey, it ends up in the lines. It is not cute. It's just not cute. I wanted to try it out, and I do like L'Oreal's Infallible. So I was like, you know what? Let me try this and just, let's see. So I don't know how much I need. We'll start with one side. I also guessed on my shade. Okay, it looks darker in the bottle. Oh, that oxidized down. All right, I'm not mad. Did I get like the right shade match? That's weird. I don't usually do that. So I don't want to put too much on there, but I also want to get decent coverage. Okay, so what it says is this is a radiant serum foundation that evens tone, providing natural radiant coverage that doesn't settle into lines. It's got SPF 50, vitamin B3, and hydrating serum for all-day hydration, evens tone, and provides natural radiant finish. Lightweight formula does not settle into lines. And it's got 30 shades. I think it's a good shade match, and it definitely covered the redness, you guys. I can still see like my dark spots like through here. I'm not mad at that because they're gonna get covered with bronzer and blush and all that anyways. But I like how it feels. It is light, it is like airy. It's not super heavy and cakey. And for primer, I did just use my Cali Ray. I didn't do my Tarte Timeless or anything. I have been loving that primer. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of this and speed through it. Okay, I really like how that looks. I also picked up a concealer that I know is not new, but I've never tried, and this is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I got it in shade 25 Medium. That's the shade, so it should work. I was just in the drugstore and I was like, let me try some things that I have never tried before or might be new and just see. I know that I like the Fit Me foundation, so I figured I would try the concealer. I don't know why I've never tried it before. And I also picked up the CoverGirl Clean Matte Powder. I got mine in the shade 535 Medium Light. I think who is it, Tati? She's always like raving about one of the CoverGirl powders. I don't know if this is the one. I figured, why not try it? That actually looks really nice under the eye. It's blurring out my pores. It did sink into my forehead lines, but it is a serum foundation, so I'm not surprised. Okay, so powder on this side and then nice and shiny on that side. Now let's finish off this under eye. Okay, I'm gonna dip back into the shade Sun Rose. Little tiny smudge brush. And then into the shade Noble. Now for inner corner and brow bone, I am gonna go back into my Kylie highlighter Winter Rose. This was from her holiday release. I have been loving this. It's also gonna be the highlighter that I end up using. Okay, for contour, I have the iconic London Precision Duo Contour Pot. This one is in light shadow, and this is the one that was duo. So there's a powder and a cream, which if I had remembered, I would have used that first. I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm not really going anywhere. If it doesn't work great, no one's gonna see it except for you guys. That's interesting. It's like a interesting putty. I don't know if that was really doing anything. It looks great. Maybe it's too light. We're gonna switch over to the powder and see. The powder's not bad. It might be too light. I'll try it out again when I didn't put my powder on first and see what I think of the cream. I did also pick up the Kokie Matte Bronzer. This is also a drugstore, but I've never used it before. I'm gonna go in lightly. Oh yeah, that kicked up a lot. It's not bad. It just might not be like my winter bronzer. Might be the wrong shade. I don't have a new blush, but I did, because we're already here, I have the Hourglass Ambient Diffused Heat. I want to say I got this in a subscription box a long time ago. I really like it. It gives that just like perfect flush. You guys, I feel some sort of way about my under eyes. Like, I don't like that concealer at all. I don't know, I don't see a lot about it. I know that I hear about the foundation, the Fit Me powder. I've tried both of them. I really like those. These under eyes are not it. Okay, you guys, now all we have left is eyes and lips. I have the No. 7 Lash Impact Ultra Instant False Lashes. So I'll come back for that, but I'm gonna do everything else. Brows, eyeliner, and I'll be back. Okay, you guys, now we need to do mascara. This one I picked up at Walgreens. This is supposed to be a volumizing mascara. Big, bold lashes in one sweep, no flakes and no smudging. Fast drying creamy mascara creates false lash volume in one coat, thickening brush coats each lash from corner to corner and root to tip. I do like the packaging though. It is very like glittery and cute. All right, so that's what it looks like. Interesting brush. All right. I don't know if you can see like how spread out they are. Okay, yeah, I really like this so far. This is just one coat. Did I need another mascara? No. But do I want to try it out? It looked interesting. It had some nice packaging. I'm all for false looking lashes without actually having to apply them. The side. All right. You guys, I do not like my under eye concealer. The brush is a little messy only because it's such a big brush. So that's one coat. I do need to clean out my under eye. Like, I've never had a brush cause so much mayhem underneath my eye. Let's go in for a second coat though. Wow, I really like how this mascara is. I do need to clean up the under eye. It's just not cute. So make sure it dries first, then use a spoolie and it'll flake it right off. I forgot what I had suggested, and one of you guys responded down in the comments and told me to try this. Love this. This was like the easiest little hack. And I can go back in with my pencil brush and just kind of smudge it out again, just to make sure that everything's blended and cohesive. And the last thing to try, I'm sticking with lip gloss tonight. This is the Tresluce Lips Be Like Champagne Sips lip gloss. It smells so yummy. Look how big, look how big this doe foot applicator is. This is just so nice, shiny, and juicy. Oh, it smells so good. This might stay on my table for in the morning when I go to work. This is really pretty. I just want to keep it like simple, just super simple. Okay, you guys, this is the final look and I have some thoughts. Now, the eyeshadow palette. Now, this eyeshadow palette, am I disappointed that it came in broken, damaged? Yes. Do I wish that they had responded back to me and like, I can still use it. It's just frustrating because this is the second palette from them, but the eyeshadows are still stunning. I was able to press Rose Fire back in. I'm bummed because I'm not gonna chance it. The last time I had like 3 eyeshadows shattered. Thankfully it was only 1 this time, but I'm gonna go into Sephora. I'm gonna purchase it from there. It's easier that way because I don't have an Anastasia Beverly Hills store in Norfolk, Virginia. So I do like the eyeshadows. I like the palette. So I'm going to play around with it some more. I'm bummed. I'm bummed that it was broken. Now, as far as everything else, I feel like my skin, like right through here, I feel like the foundation did its job. It looks really nice. It doesn't look super heavy. I feel like I got a good shade match. It did sink into my pores a little bit. Maybe I'll try it with a Tarte Timeless. Who knows? But that's the chance you take with serums and serum foundations. I like how my skin looks though. Like through here, it looks really nice. I do always get down on the chin. Sometimes, like, it could also be the powder because I tried another powder too. So I will try the foundation again with a different primer, different setting powder, and see. I do like how my skin has like mattified down, but I don't really reach for pressed powder setting powders like that. I just figured I would try it. I also don't remember if this is the one that Tati was talking about. I'll look at one of her videos, see if I can find it. But I was in the drugstore and I was like, let me try these. The matte bronzer from Kokie. Cute packaging. Do I think it's my shade for the winter? No. But I wanted to try it out and I want to say there were only like 2 in stock. So this was the closest one that I thought. The concealer. I don't like my under eyes. I don't. That's just, I probably won't use this again. I probably won't reach for it. It is what it is. I tried it. It's not my favorite. I have like serum concealers from Maybelline that I like more. So I'll reach for that with this foundation and try it for work. Hey, age perfect. I wanted to try it. I wanted to see. I am getting older. My skin's not like super smooth. It does have imperfections, but I like it. I like it. Anyways, this I don't think is my shade. I think it's too light, but I will try it again when I haven't put powder down and see if the cream works, whatnot. And then the last 2 things, we've got the mascara. I am really impressed with how this turned out. Do I think that the wand is a little too big and made a mess underneath? Yes, but I love how my top lashes turned out. My lashes look so nice. And I only did 2 coats. And then the lip gloss. They just look so juicy. Anyways, you guys, let me know your thoughts. Have you tried out any of these products? Have you picked up the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette? I want to know. Conversate with me down in the comments. But you guys, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell for notifications of new videos. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. But until my next video, you guys, bye. And I'll see you in the next one.